Michael,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
you shaved.
Yes, I did.
You look like a toddler.
Yes, I do. It's a bit embarrassing. I lost about
I,
it.
I've seen you with your beard for so long that I don't know this.
I feel like I lost like a good 28% of my mojo. I'm just grateful it grows back quickly.
I can't grow that quick. Like this took this little strand took like a year. So
So you hated Karate Kid Part 3, huh?
that's an understatement. They had some good moments.
Wow.
They had some good moments,
And these are
but
just our own personal opinions, just a discussion.
yeah, this is all our personal opinion. Like I love the series. I love Cobra Kai. I love Miyagi, Danny LaRusso. I like him kind of enough. Ralph Macchio. Johnny Lawrence. I'm kind of sad wasn't in this movie. Um, Kreese was in it, and that new villain was a little weird.
Yeah, there's a couple of new villains.
Yeah.
The rich guy and the thug he sent after him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thug. Yeah, I mean,
What?
what do you think was so bad? I think it was a good movie. There was a lot of action. I like the story. Like Daniel, turns kind of evil and then comes back. Yeah,
There's a lot of good
see,
qualities of it. With the whole like bonsai and finding it out, and the new love interest, and like all the stuff that went on, and the nobility of him like giving up college at that time.
it's awesome.
College wasn't like the make all end all, right? In the 80s,
Or
right?
it was.
What?
It wasn't, or it was.
I don't think it was like the make all end all in the 80s for college, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
was like back in the 60s, if you had a high school diploma, like that was pretty much like bachelor's today, right?
yeah. But yeah, so they open up the bonsai shop. I mean, I don't know. I definitely don't think it compares to the other two movies really well, but I don't think it's a bad movie in its own right.
Well, I was actually on Wikipedia, and the budget was 12.5 million.
Oh wow, it even went cheaper. That's crazy. So like the more popular the franchise became, they just went cheaper. Wow. Well, good for them, right? Because it must
Well,
have made a good box office return.
38.9 million.
That's really good.
What do you mean 38.9 million? That's terrible.
Would the first one do like 100, right?
Like 115, like the
Oh,
first two did like 115 each.
wow. So people really didn't like this movie, I guess.
I guess so, right?
Looking back, I think it's cool. Definitely doesn't compare to the other two. But
Yeah. So it's like, okay.
I just tried not to read any of the critics' reviews and just go into it.
No. I didn't read any of the critic reviews before watching it either, right? So I was like fresh face because I've never seen it.
Would you say it's like a good background movie at least?
Do I regret watching it? No.
Yeah. So
Like,
like if you bought a ticket back in the day to go to the movie theater, would you be like, fuck, there goes $8 or whatever?
no. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Like there have been some really terrible movies where I'm like, why did I pay for this, right? But this movie is maybe because it's a accumulation culmination. I can't even pronounce the word. Culmination of the last two that
Mhm.
I'm like,
Oh,
that's so
that's why. Yeah, it felt more episodic in nature. It
yeah.
really
Like,
wasn't anything conclusive. So you would have wanted like a whole trilogy?
I mean, what did you think?
I just thought if treated as a standalone with these characters that I've come to, know and come to, have an emotional bond with,
Mhm.
I think they put them in a good story. I think put there was a lot of growth shown in the movie. I thought, yeah, I mean, it wasn't as kind of
It's like a good wraparound because like Miyagi at the end was like, you got to grow for you, right? At that point, right?
mm,
So it's sort of like everything comes in full circle, and like to talk about having like a foundation and roots, and the other stuff takes care of it. Like it was very good in terms of like the symbolism, the growth message. I like the end fight to this.
yeah. There was a lot of fights in general. And
because the end fight to this is better than the ending to this is better than that whole crane kick
yeah, for
stuff.
sure.
So
Just reminded me of a Rocky movie, the ending.
yeah, so like I was like, okay, I like the fact that it was confusing. Like what he did was like confusing the crap out of the other guy, and when the other guy went for it, it's like used his weight against him, and that's a judo move, right? Like that's an actual like a it's a throwing aikido, it's like other stuff type of thing, and I was like, that's a great way to end it. You know, it's like every movie he has a new girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like it's like Ralph Macchio is a pimp, right?
yeah.
So
Got him with all the ladies.
so it's actually interesting how they. I don't know. I hated the villain,
Which one?
not because like
The big villain or the little
I
villain?
mean like the rich guy, right? So like John
It
Kreese,
was so annoying in the beginning. I'll give you that. When they first introduced him, oh my god, he played terribly. But when he
like
started talking
he's like
like Daniel, his acting got a lot better.
yeah, like that Daniel's acting got better, for sure. It's not a Miyagi movie.
No,
Finally, like it's like back to making Daniel LaRusso the star, which is probably like the pushback from like the second movie where it was a Mr. Miyagi movie.
I can see that.
So I was like, okay, they brought it back to the Karate Kid. So they brought it back to Daniel. They gave him a lot of growth. They gave him a lot of complexity, and he has a good heart, right? Like this guy means a lot to him. He's gonna help this old guy achieve his dream because he still has the rest of his life ahead of him.
Yeah, I felt like in this movie, their bond was depicted the best out of all three movies.
Oh yeah, for sure, because they had the rest of the movies to grow, right? So
Yeah,
Danny's like, dude, Miyagi gave him a car for his birthday, right? And stuff like that, and like and set him up, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a shop. No questions asked. I'm gonna give you the deed to a shop. We're gonna make this happen for you. I'm gonna help you with your dream, right? And he's almost like his son, almost like Miyagi's son, right? And that was so deep and great. And I love that relationship and how they grew and they were like making the business and everything work. But the way the villains were so one dimensional was like, it's like douchebag meets douchebag. It's like, okay, I get it. This guy is like one of those conniving, haha, he like psychos, like, oh, I'm gonna like tear everything down and train him and be all sneaky and stuff. But it was very one dimensional. And
yeah.
like the motivation is kind of weak.
But for the era, I kind of remember that was the case. Like the '80s didn't have weren't known for such complex villains.
Oh yeah, yeah. So for like for that era and for that, like if watching it in a movie theater at that time, it's like kind of like okay, it fits the time, right?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. That dude, the dude they sent after him, he reminded me like an Asian version. I mean, a white version of the dude he fought in the last movie. Just like a
Oh,
taller guy that's like mad, uh, fucking fit and
yeah, he's like, okay, I want half all the dojos. I want a 50% stake. And I'm a karate guy, and I'll do this. And I'm like the motive was like, so all of you did all of this nonsense for what?
for revenge.
Like what revenge? The guy's like 80 something years old. Who gives a crap? Right? Like, come on.
If they made it like a real trilogy, like a trilogy, like let's say we're talking like like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. If it was like the final chapter, what would you have liked to see?
I don't know, but I was like, dude, what gives?
I think they would have to kill off Miyagi, right? That would be so sad. I think
I
I
mean, I didn't see the second, we haven't seen the fourth one yet, which is still Miyagi, right? So
yeah.
still waiting for that, right? But
Nothing's gonna happen.
but it's like the love interest was a little interesting. Like she sort of was like keeping the balance for him, right? Like, yo, what the hell are you doing? right? And then Dan, he had a lot of self reflection, I'm not going to just um be like without morals, right? Without some standard. So that shows like he has a good root, a good foundation, right? So he does that, and then we got to see an epic Miyagi fight scene. He took on all of them. He's like, "You're all my punks,"
That's
right?
amazing.
So that
I
that was a relief, right?
think, yeah, I think the movie was all right. No, not
Yeah,
saying great or anything, but
yeah,
I think like they made. I feel like they made it expecting to make a part four, because like you said, there was no resolution.
maybe.
I mean, a
But
part four
at this point, they're all getting pretty
when
old, right? All the actors are getting pretty old. Like Daniel was like a teenager, right? Like a young teenager in
I
the
think that dude was almost 30 when this movie came out, because he was, believe it or not, he was 22 in the first movie.
Yeah, so he plays a young kid, but he
Hey,
grows up
so
pretty. Yeah, so like I saw him like the guy's pretty old, right? So that's sort of interesting. But I guess we're getting bandanas for Cobra Kai. You think if I order bandanas for both of us, we'll get them before the time we get like our part four review?
are you ordering them from Amazon?
Yeah,
Uh,
we might get them in time. Amazon's pretty good at their shipping.
dude, I might put on a gi and start demonstrating karate moves.
Dude, I'm not gonna go that far, but I think the headband is like enough. Like I want to walk around the street with like the headband and like you think it's gonna cause cringe?
Have you ever done Tai Chi?
I have, and I don't like it.
No?
No, and I don't want to go into. So for every person doing Tai Chi, good for you, right? I'm not here to criticize Tai Chi.
It's very calming and peaceful.
So like if you're into Tai Chi, great, good for you. You know, go out there, go get some exercise. It's not for me.
You probably get bored, right?
No, it's like the principle is a little like it's like, yeah, I don't want to get into like the controversial stuff. So
Controversy in Tai Chi?
yeah, I don't want to get into that. So anyway, it's interesting. It's good, good for your health. So, go out, get some exercise, stand around, get some sunlight. Why not? But it was kind of like the Tai Chi moment at the end of Karate Kid, right? He had a nice little choreographed moment. And then that of course confused the crap out of the opponent because he's like, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?"
Oh yeah, and let's not forget to shout out this episode's fight in the party.
Yeah, we're like, yo, what are
That
you?
happened in the dance.
It's like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You know?
Don't go to any more dances.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, bro?
Dude, don't you realize every time you're in the dance, you're
I really like like it's good. You know,
it's like a funny running gag, isn't it? Or a trope.
I don't know, man.
I think it's hilarious that every time this guy goes to a dance, a fucking massive brawl breaks out. And it's the same thing in Cobra Kai.
You think so?
Cobra Kai, yeah. Whenever they have a party or like a dance.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not bad, right?
I would give it, yeah, I give it a thumbs up overall as a movie. Good job, Karate Kid Part 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, did I like it more than I hated it? Absolutely. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Was it terrible? No, absolutely not. You know? So kudos to what they did, right? Like, I'm not here to knock it or bash it. It's like, it's a feel good movie. What more can you say, right? So it's you know, it's a movie. It's all I can really say.
If you were to create the end of the trilogy, how would you make it?
If I was to create the end of the trilogy,
Yeah, like what story would you tell?
I give an epilogue.
Really?
Yeah, I would give it like a. You know how they did it in Harry Potter after the seventh movie? They did a little epilogue. All right, did you ever watch the Harry Potter movies?
I've read one of the books and that's it.
Okay, so long story short, at the end of the movie, they did a fast forward to like 10, 20 years later
Okay.
type of thing, like after the events of everything that happened. So you get to see
Um,
them as like parents and fathers and with their own kids and like all married and adult life. So that's what happened at the end of the Harry Potter series. So I kind of would have liked to see that in the Karate Kid trilogy. If they know that, look, they're not going to do a fourth one, or I guess they did a fourth one. Maybe they did in the fourth movie. Who knows?
like an older Daniel son with a kid, maybe with like a little baby,
Yeah,
a really old Mr. Miyagi.
yeah. Like I mean, they did a fourth movie, so they dropped Daniel, I think, and they did the next Karate Kid, which we're going to be watching and doing a review of. But
So like part three, I would say they should make it. Yeah, definitely Miyagi has to die.
I
Eventually.
mean, it's sad. It's sad, but
Man, he's such a good actor. And this one, his acting was phenomenal too.
he Mr. Miyagi is one of those people that has the art of nonverbal communication.
Tremendously so.
Just looking at you is like, I'm disappointed at you. Oh, I'm proud of you.
He carries the emotional weight of the scene just in
His intent game is very strong.
yeah. Yes,
So
very true, very true.
so I guess that's it. We're gonna rendezvous, watch the fourth one.
See what that's about, and catch you
All
guys
right.
later.
Peace.